being out on the pitch and being able to use the balls. Played a lot of Call of Duty. But no, like fitness-wise, we would do our team Zoom sessions like you said, and then I would always have 30 minutes to an hour at least, just my own personal workouts. Personally, I was recovering from an injury, so I was just doing rehab stuff and mostly just workouts to keep myself busy. It's okay. We're all just happy that we can get out here and play. We're going to start off with the protocols, like you said, with smaller groups, which is fine right now. I think we just need to focus on fitness and getting some touches on the ball again, because it's been a while since we've gotten any touches with the ball, any proper touches. So we're just happy that we're here with protocols and anything. Oh, we're ready. We're ready. We're all really eager to play. We just want to get out there and play. We've been looking forward to it the whole quarantine.
Well, now, when we started, we focused on a lot of basic stuff. But now we introduce more of running with the ball and some tactical movements. And things have improved fitness-wise with my players now. So now it's more, since we have some limits pa rin on how we can train. Yung mental aspect ng game becomes very, very important. To make sure that since we cannot simulate the physical demand because of non-contact, the mental demand is still there. So at least a match fitness mentally, we make sure that it's there so that hindi naman magulat yung mga players when during the competition proper itself. Actually, to me, it's very good. It's a big challenge because you, as a coach, it challenges everything that you've learned and everything that you know. Because although the drills are there, you have to adapt it to the IATF requirements and the limitations again that we have. So you have to be very imaginative, and you have to be able to convey that message to your players properly, and just set expectations, and make sure that you involve your whole coaching staff, your assistant coaches, your goalkeeper coaches, your trainers. Everybody gets involved in making sure that the players perform. No excuses, because everybody's in the same boat. It's not like there's different rules for us and different rules for others. No. So now it's really a challenge on management and the coaching staff and the players to come together so that we can perform at our highest and our best during the competition. It's a big of a boost because now that means I can actually get the most out of Balot Doctora without burning him to the ground. I mean, this guy's been with us from day one, and I want to make sure that we get at least 30 good minutes out of him at a very high level. And having Ricky there actually helps a lot. We've also moved Nathan Alcaraz to the inside, and we made some adjustments also to some of our other players. And it's working out pretty well. Well, you saw his picture. You saw how serious he is into making sure he comes into the season in the best shape of his life. So, I'll leave it at that. This, like I said, we understand age plays a role, but then, I get 30 minutes of high intensity. Balot is our heart and soul. We need them in matches. Plain and simple. So I'm gonna do everything I can to put him in the game. He might not start, but I'm telling you, he's gonna finish the game. McDaniel to me will be a big surprise for a lot of people. And him coming here for the SEA Games was a great experience for him, and that's one of the reasons he decided to come back and play professionally, because he really loved this experience with the U22 during the SEA Games. For this season, AFC or bust. That's what the players have in mind. They're sacrificing a lot financially, even with their health and everything. So it's AFC or bust. So we have to make AFC.
This is Bienve Marañón. I'm playing a striker, and my club is United City. I started playing football when I was young, but I was talking about this many times because I come from the street. I come from a very humble family, so I don't have the chance to join to the club in the early age. So I play in the street until when I was 10 years old. One guy from one club, he called me to join them, and after that I was growing so fast. I went to good academic, and then after that I play as a professional. When I was 16 years old, I start getting my first salary until right now that every single year I was improving in that. So for me, I play football to enjoy, and also I play football because I take this one like my job. I want to get my salary. As better I play, better will be my salary. So that is my intention. I enjoy the game, but also we have to look for our future. Yeah, it means a lot because after Cere is not here anymore, for us it's so difficult, especially for me that I'm a foreigner. It's more difficult to go out to go to another country because as a foreigner everything becomes difficult. But now I appreciate them that they want to get me. They want to get me to play in this league, to play for this season, and I appreciate. So after Ceres, I think this is a very good chance to show our skill, and especially mine. Yeah, I think PFL is improving a lot. Every single year they improve a lot. For me, it's very sad that this season, when everything was better, we stopped. They was preparing the season very good. In January, February, they was working very hard to give us the best thing for football, and unfortunately, this came out. So because this virus, everything stopped. So for me, that is very sad because PFL was ready to do the best of them. But it's okay. Now we have to look forward. We have to look for them. They are doing really good. They prepared this stadium really good with the billboard here around. I think they are doing a good schedule. They are doing everything good. So now we have to enjoy. We have to play every single game like a final because this season will be even more difficult because it's just 5 games. Will be a final every single game, and hopefully the league is going well. We are going well also. We can enjoy football.
So I'm Harvey Gayoso, 23. I play for the advanced development team. I'm a left wing back. It was 19 years ago. There was an orientation about football in my kindergarten, and I was excited about listening to the coach, and he was telling us about the rules of the game and the equipment that they use and all that. So I asked my mom to enroll me, and that's when I kind of began playing. Then I continued on playing with my uncle and playing with other clubs like Football Fanatics, and then I just progressed to playing varsity and then playing for the national team after that. It was a natural attraction towards football. I just enjoyed playing the sport. I felt most natural, and I felt most at home playing football. Whenever I'd be on the pitch, everything else outside of it is just blank to me. It's me. When I'm in the pitch, it's just me, and that's what I enjoy about playing football. I think it means a lot, especially because I stand by the whole mantra of the ADT, showing them that youth football can actually produce something in an international stage, and I think that's what this is the club. This is what the direction the club is going for, and it means a lot to me because I want to make a mark, especially in the world of football and especially in the Philippines. So this is where I think I can actually get that first step towards that goal. What I like about the PFL is that it's very competitive. You have a lot of teams, and of course everybody's trying to do their best in order to help football progress in the country. And I think I see that in all of the teams being able to prepare well and being able to get themselves ready to give a show to the Philippine football fans. Our target is nothing else but to win. We believe that we're young enough and we're strong enough and we're hungry enough to actually do something about this in this league and actually make to get good results actually.
You're watching the Philippines Football League 2020 season, brought to you by Qatar Airways. We are live from the PFF National Training Center in Carmona, Cavite. Fantastic weather for a high-flying matchup between two teams whose confidence are sky high. Maharlika Manila, brand new team in the PFL, able to get their first win just 3 days ago, and that was up against a tough Stallion Laguna side. But can they keep their momentum against the high-flying United City FC, who have won their last 2 games, and the last outing, a 6-0 drubbing against Mendiola? This is a confident side, and they're up against Maharlika today. Let's have a look at their last outings. UCFC starting off the campaign with a 1-0 victory against ADT. Kaya FC Iloilo later that night getting a 1-0 victory against Maharlika Manila, and that was sort of the catalyst for their confidence going into that Stallion match. They faced Stallion just 3 days later, and it was a 1-goal difference that really cemented Maharlika Manila's place into the history books as a team that is able to defeat Stallion Laguna this season. 2-1, Thoyer scoring the winner in that one. And of course, as mentioned, 6-0 in favor of UCFC against Mendiola. That was a blowout, followed by a narrow victory for Kaya FC Iloilo against ADT. We also saw matches today. ADT getting their first victory. Harvey Gayoso on the score sheet and with an assist as well for Matthew Custodio. The first victory for the young guns of the Azcals development team. Extremely impressive from them. And then Stallion Laguna bouncing back in style against Kaya FC Iloilo, showing heart and grit to equalize 10 minutes from time. And here we have it, the opening standings, or the league standings rather, 3 games in. Kaya FC Iloilo with 7 points. They have the lead momentarily. United City FC have an opportunity to leapfrog them with a draw or a victory here against Maharlika Manila. Azcal's development team rounding up the top 3. And as you can see, everything extremely tight in the 2020 season of the Philippines Football League. So glad you could join us tonight. My name is Jing Hamlang. It is my pleasure to be calling the action today alongside Nate Berkey, who is pulling double duty today. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, Jing. It's a pleasure to be here with you again to call our second match together. As you said, this is my first doubleheader. We have an exciting match coming up. The temperature is perfect for these guys. They're both coming off wins, as you said, and this is the biggest test for Maharlika FC.
Yep.
Playing against an experienced side like United City FC is going to be a true test of their capability.
Let's have a look here at Maharlika Manila's run up in this 2020 season. They joined this competition to play against the very best in the Philippines tonight. They're up against arguably the best side in the country and a real force in Southeast Asia. Nate, this is an exciting prospect for this new club.
Nothing but opportunity and excitement for this new team. They just got their first win.
And of course, you are a big fan of one of their players from Tondo, and he is our player to watch tonight, Nate.
That is correct. MJ Libre really impressed me in that last match that we called. His skill and technique and his IQ was just on point. You know,
just 19 years of age.
Yes, just 19 years of age. Coming from Tondo, now on the field, getting ready to play against arguably the best team in Southeast Asia, like you said. What an opportunity for this young lad and for the whole side of Maharlika FC. They'll want to impress and continue their momentum from that first result.
MJ Libre, of course, supplied the first assist that led to the equalizer for Jose Montelibano, and he's going to have a tough matchup on his hands tonight. Let's take a look at the starting lineup here of Maharlika Manila. As mentioned, MJ Libre will be manning the right side of their attack, but it's a strong back line that they actually have here. Bandek and Fong, of course, probably the lead runner right now for Golden Glove. And you look at the personnel in front of him, it's a pretty solid lineup that Maharlika Manila have assembled in record time for this league.
Yeah, Jing, very, very well so. Considering the quality of players that are out of the lineup, this is such a strong lineup when you look at it.
Jose Montelibano, a bit of a surprise, came on as a substitute in the win against Stallion Laguna. Today he's going to be manning a spot in midfield rather than up top, where we have grown accustomed to him. Perhaps a different role for Jose Montelibano today to try to stifle the attack of Maharlika, or United City rather. Let's take a look at the substitutes real quick. Quite a few options for them. Jeremy Thoyer, of course, the name that pops out, scored the winner against Stallion Laguna just 3 days ago. He's a lively prospect to come on later in the game.
Yeah, you got to expect the same type of quality from the guy to come on and make the same kind of impact that he had in that first match against Stallions Laguna.
Now, one of the main things that we saw in that win against Stallion Laguna was the adjustments that Roxy Dorlas was able to implement, particularly in the second half. We will see what kind of chess game he's got in store for United City today. Now let's have a look at the new club, but is of course a repackaging of Ceres Negros, who are 3-time champions of the Philippines Football League. So they are a formidable side, and they have yet to concede a goal, and they've scored 7 so far in the competition. It's just a sign of how much firepower this side has, Nate.
100%. This is the only side in the campaign that has not given up a goal. That just goes to show how organized that team is, especially in the back line. And the new goalkeeper, Pintes, coming in, filling in his role, doing a great job. Like I said, this is the only team that has not given up a goal this entire campaign, Jing.
And one player to watch, perhaps not mentioned enough in the 6-0 victory to Mendiola, is the man manning their left flank, Hikaru Minigeshi. He was on fire in that game, scored or assisted a couple goals, and he was just a terror all night for the right side of defense for Mendiola.
Very, very efficient and effective player, this guy. Skillful, tricky, can use both feet, explosive. We're going to have a great matchup if we see him paired up to match MJ Libre on the same side,
That's right.
Which I think is what we're going to see, Jing.
Yep, MJ Libre lined up on the right flank, Minigeshi on the left flank, so they're going to be clashing today, and it's certainly a matchup that we're going to be keeping a close eye on. Now let's take a look at the starting lineup of United City Football Club. Every time they flash their starting 11, I can't help but smile, Nate. It is an abundance of attacking assets that they have here. Unbelievable lineup they have at the disposal.
Very, very strong lineup. And as we noticed, there is a key player back in the mix, and that is number 8, Mr. Manuel Helito Ott, a favorite of mine in midfield. I can't wait to just see him and the rest of this team come together and show their capability and really give Maharlika side the test that they know they are up against.
And Takashi Odawara slides back into the back line, which is no problem for him, as he's shown. He's alongside Kane and Dutosme there. They always look at the back line as perhaps a weak point for United City, but they keep the ball so well, it's difficult to test them. We will see if Maharlika Manila are able to penetrate what has been an impenetrable defense so far. Here are the substitutes for Coach Frank Moescan. June Badelek as the replacement goalkeeper, but you have there Arnie Pasanabo, who is a real veteran, Jordan Jarvis, Angelo Marasigan is now available, and Jarel Aristorenas, who had a few minutes the last game out. Miguel Clarino also checked in alongside Tristan Robles. So everybody's gotten a little bit of a run out, especially since they had such a comfortable lead against Mendiola in the last match. But here we are, just moments away from kickoff. Maharlika Manila and United City Football Club, whose streak will end tonight. We will see in just a little while. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us here on the Philippines Football League, brought to you by Qatar Airways.
I am Luke Trasporto, and I support Joven Bedic and Kaya FC Iloilo. Support local football. Una Kaya.
I am Zandro. I support Seven Shock and United City FC. Support local football.
I'm Pancho Dizon, and I support Joven Bedic at Kaya Football Club. Support local football.
I am Kaysarin Bernal, and I support Nelson Manangan Gasik from Stallion Laguna FC. Laban Manong.
I am Romel Lago, and I support Joven Bedic and Kaya Football Club Iloilo. Una Kaya!
I am June Ayan Dedel, and I support Anton Del Rosario and Maharlika Manila FC. Support local football.
Hello, I am MJ Capalar, and I support ASCO's development team. Support local football. More power, people. Peace.
Hi,
I'm Glenn Casas and I support Louis Casas and the Kaya Iloilo FC. Support local football.
Hi, my name is David Abella. I support Christian Rontini of the Ascals Development Team. Please support local football.
I'm Nick Jacob and I support Jason Panay and Kaya FC. Support local football.
Hi, I'm Clyde. I support Christian Rontini of ADT. Support local football.
Hi, this is Al Joseph Tagakay. I support Jarvi Gayoso from Ascal's development team, and yes, support local league.
Hi, this is Angel Cabanlong and I support Stefan Schrock of the United City FC. Support local football.
Hi, I am Jose David V. Diaz. I support Eric Gallantes of the Ascals development team. Support local football.
What a strike!
Forteria is down. Forteria with a great pass.
It's the opener! Welcome back to the Philippines Football League, brought to you by Qatar Airways. This match, of course, under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusement Board, and it's a fantastic matchup we have on our hands. Maharlika Manila, the newcomers, taking on United City Football Club. Both teams coming from wins. Confidence is high, and you can expect that it's going to be an explosive matchup between these two sides. Now, just a reminder for everyone, if you were tuned in from the very beginning, then you would have seen the videos of support that the fans are sending in our way and being shown on the broadcast. Show your love and support for your favorite teams by sending your videos through the Philippine Football League Facebook page, and you will be featured on the broadcast. So here we go. Kickoff just around the corner. Maharlika Manila and United City about to take the field.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the teams of Maharlika Manila FC and United City FC.
Ryan Corres, assistant referee. He's going to be alongside Relly Balilla, Nelson Alubin, the fourth official, and the man in the middle, Meliton Pilayo. Had a fantastic match in his first outing. He's got a tough one to officiate today. You'd expect that the intensity is going to be very high here between Maharlika Manila and United City FC. UCFC, of course, well known for their possession game. And if Maharlika Manila want to get a foothold in this contest, you'd expect the aggression to be high from the newcomers. And they will try to make it a little bit physical. Anton Del Rosario, of course, a man known for his physicality on the pitch. And as the talisman, founder, owner of the side, you'd expect that kind of mentality will trickle down to his teammates as well. So here we go. A tale of David and Goliath taking place tonight. And here we go. Ceres Negros get us underway. They're in black and gold. And Maharlika Manila playing in white and going from right to left. Jing Hamlang and Nate Berkey calling the action tonight.
Maharlika showing us that same tactics that they started with against Stallions, playing compressed, compact.
They're inviting UCFC into their half here. And United City oblige. Probing on the left side first. Kane with a positive touch, and that's taken away. Opportunity to run in behind. It's going to run a little long for Charlie Beaton. First touch for Maniot was a bit loose.
His first game back since that red card, Jing. You got to expect a dominating performance from him in the central midfield tonight.
You could expect that Maharlika will be keeping a close eye on him as well. Odawara dribbling out of defense. Porteria. Scott Lopez Mendy running into the channel. He's got options to choose from. Real chance here for Bienvenido Marañón. First early warning shot here from United City.
Yeah, just a little flick from Bienvenido Marañón. Tried to redirect it to the back post. It's a great service from Mendy on the right side. Ball gets flicked up by Mike Ott, and he just flicks it, trying to redirect it to the back post. Catching Bendekin off his line. Unfortunately, not hit the frame there, Jing.
Peso using his frame well, keeping possession. That's Tuason.
Yohiko on the ball.
Another one of those players who have impressed in the last two outings for Maharlika Manila.
That's Mike out there in the middle of the field with time and space as he goes to the left side of the field. Breaks lines to find Bienve Marañón, who is tackled from behind from Fornea.
Melton Pelayo having a stern word with Ding Dong Fornea. He's got his hands up, but it was a forceful challenge at the back of Bienvenido Marañón. Marañón and Schrock making the case very clear for Melton Pelayo that perhaps Ding Dong Fornea is one to look out for.
He's an aggressive young lad, that guy. We were together in Pachanga de la Man. He is full of aggression, very skillful and technical player. But as I said, full of aggression, that guy.
Early ball from Schrock. He's looking for Porteria just beyond his outstretched boot. Eyes at the side of his head, Stefan Schrock. Pick that pass out.
Maharlika trying to play out from this goal kick, which is what you would like to see. Early signs from press from United City FC, which is what we expect, Jing.
They're basically playing in the opposition's half. Center backs pushed up to the halfway line. They're going to try to box in the newcomers. Throw in is down the line. Peso.
Heavy touch there.
Odawara able to poke that one away. Runs away from Porteria. Beaton.
Nice little turn there from Charlie Beaton.
Tuason continues. Nice little link up between the three here.
Look at the defense from Maniot. No backing down from the large man. This is why I like this guy, Jing. He wins so many balls. So aggressive. He just knows how to get his body in there and win balls from no matter the size of the guy.
Wasn't going strength for strength there. He was kind of angling his body.
Exactly. Very smart player defensively.
Two brothers linking up in the middle of the field. For the ball over to Bienvenido Marañón. It's controlled masterfully. Long range effort, but that's well off target.
Tidy effort from the Spaniard. Hold up play is great. Turns his man. Looks for a nice shot from the top of the box. Unable to hit the target. Let's have a look at the replay. Great through ball to find him. Turns his man. Unable to hit the frame. Good start from the Spaniard.
Mikey Ott scored a wonderful one in the opener against ADT. That one not at the same level. Just beyond Libre. Look at that. Ooh. Beautiful touch on Stefan Schrock.
Magandang
as
laro.
Well.
Magandang laro.
Quality stuff from the man from Tondo.
Schrock would definitely be looking to get him back on that one.
Tuason calmly to Fornea. Had it poked away by Schrock. That's the first touch for Bendik and Fong.
Long throw here.
He's got that in his locker. It's like a quarterback. What on the turn? Schrock assessing his options. Odawara. And this is perhaps where United City set themselves apart. Even when they're playing the ball in the back line, they're never in a hurry. Porteria is going to collect his own pass.
Does very well to keep it in play there, Jing. Appeal for penalty.
Menetin Pelayo was in a good spot. Saw it all the way, wasn't impressed. Says it was a good challenge from Jerry Barbaso.
Very tight match to start this half, Jing.
Odawara just spraying that over to the left side effortlessly. That's a great challenge. That was the first coming together of that matchup we were talking about between Minigishi and Libre.
Nice piece of skill there.
Libre
unable to connect though.
Looking for the outlet on that right side. It's a great pace to this game.
Shrucky on the ball, finding Oje Pateria on the right wing.
He's going to run at him here. Yuhiko looking to recover. And Porteria running out of room. Mateo Yuhiko asserting himself nicely on that play.
This is a good matchup here, Jing. This is a great matchup here. Both very physical, athletic players.
Sean Kane backtracking. Takes that one tidily on the chest.
There's that matchup we were talking about, Jing.
It's well spotted by Libre. They're forced to swing from left to right. Porteria now, they're going to test this right flank. Everything running through Takashi Odawara at the moment. Look how high their line is. They ventured and creep their way well inside this Maharlika half.
As you hear Ottawa instructing from the back line. Key role for him.
Dinked over. Lopez Mendy able to chest it. He's looking for support. Almost got it right back.
There's that smart play defensively from Manuelat. Using his body so well.
Marañón fouled. It's going to be a free kick here for United City.
Just about 10 minutes in, Jing. What are your thoughts so far?
Well, United City, as expected, coming out and dominating possession, Nate, but Maharlika Manila organization was a big question mark that was hanging over their head, being as they had been formed just 2 months prior to this competition. But we're seeing Roxy Dorles has worked very well with them. They're sliding over side to side. They're keeping the spaces compact.
Yes,
so far, UCFC struggling.
Yeah, they're looking very well organized defensively, Maharlika FC.
Schrock plays it short. Porteria got room to shoot. It's deflected out for a corner kick.
I'm surprised OJ went for a technical skill shot there. Normally he's going to pull the trigger from the top of the box, you would expect. As you look, he tries to just bend it to the far post. Great idea. They get a corner out of it, Jing.
Delivery coming on this near side. So many bodies inside the box, and that's a crucial touch from Bandek and Fong. Robert Lopez Mendy was going to be right there to gobble up the chance.
Well played from Bendekin. Well played. Read it perfectly. Got a hand to it. Got it out wide. But here are United City FC again.
Minagishi trying to challenge Del Rosario. It's a good ball just beyond Mike Ott. It's good control here from Maharlika. They get it forward. Gary Epeso well offside though.
He just jumped the gun there, Jing. A bit too excited and wasn't quite on the same wavelength. He should have held his run there, as you see. Look at the smart play from the defense. Holds his line, stops from Ottawara, letting that man get on into the offside position. Very smart play from Ottawara. Very smart play.
Trying to get it back to Porteria. So far, that connection on the right flank hasn't really borne any fruit for them.
Maharlika really frustrating this United City FC in the first 11 minutes.
Tuason back to Yuhiko. He's going to send that one upfield. The Tosme doing well there.
Very well. I like this guy as he comes in. He's a very smart player, left-footed.
Shiraki. Maniot having a look around. The Tosme getting a stern word from Stefan Schrock on where he wanted that ball played.
That's a true leader there. Just guiding and the play, really, Jing. That's the difference when a top-class player like that is really on the ball, not only with the feet, but with his mouth, guiding his team, guiding the ball, guiding the play.
Here is Stefan Schrock looking to orchestrate from a deeper position. Same goes for Bienvenido Marañón.
Time and space.
Oh, it rolls it over to Lopez Mendy, who is offside.
Puts it away for safety, but it looked really tight. We're going to have a look here, Jing. Nice interchange play, showing the capability and quality of United City FC. As we see, Maniac picks up the middle of the ball.
Ooh.
That's a tight angle.
Yep. Seemed just right, though, from the referee. They're going to make a mental note of that, UCFC. They're going to know that opening is there, and they're going to look to exploit it one more time.
Manny just finding the space in behind. Able to turn and pick out his player. It's a bit unfortunate that was an offside play. Porteria on the near touchline towards us.
Looking to cut inside. Odawara calling for the switch, and now he initiates it.
United City FC on 90% passing rate, unable to get that first goal, but this is what we expected from them, didn't we?
All possession for United City, but Maharlika Manila won't be too worried about that. There's that saying from Jose Mourinho that just because you have the ball doesn't mean you're in control of the game. Of course, other people would disagree with that, but right now Maharlika Manila is showing that you can have a semblance of control even though you're giving up a lot of the possession, if not almost all of it.
That is a great talking point and philosophy from the top manager.
Odawara, a clean header from him.
Shraki on the ball, finding space. He's got Porteria on the right.
Looking for Bienvenido Marañón. Perhaps not anticipating it was going to get pinged in so strongly.
Porteria wanting to find feet. Shraki obviously wanting to get him in behind.
High press being shown here.
Kane with class, just bringing it down. Onside, Marañón.
Chance here for UCFC, and there it is. Opening goal, Mike Ott buries it, bottom left corner. Textbook, United City.
Play started from the control of Kane. Composure to bring it down, get that ball on the ground, get it off his feet. Immediately into the attack, United City FC goes. connecting as they do. It's a great first shot goal.
And you look at the demeanor. It's more out of relief than anything for
Shraki
UCFC.
with that first time pass. Beautiful pass from Shraki. One time pass. Maragnon squares it across. Mike Ott getting on the tally sheet yet again, putting it away. That's a great goal. That's a great goal.
It's a beautifully finished move. And as you said, a real team goal there from United City.
Yeah, you love to see that. You love to see that. The goal came. Oh, here, what do we have here? Maybe number 2.
And that's a important challenge from Jerry Barbaso. Cleaning up the mess from Yannick Tuason, who had it poked away just outside his box.
If you notice the technique, Jing, of the shot from Mike Ott, it was an in-step drive power shot, but he placed it into the corner. Not an easy thing to do.
Mike Ott, pure quality there. Real composure. And this is exactly what United City wanted. Early goal to settle the nerves and to place the pressure on Maharlika Manila. The men in white will be forced to open up at some point here if they want to get some sort of result against United City.
Shraki instructing his team to play quicker. As he sees the tempo, he wants to pick it up.
Switch of play from Maragnon.
Magandang laro. He got him back.
Porteria a bit
Unable
too
to
strong
connect.
for Maragnon. Tuason had a pass well anticipated by Manny Ott.
Mendy working hard defensively to close down.
For Nea, able to regain possession. And he keeps the ball there. He's been called for the foul because his hands.
Let's have a look. Was an intense altercation there.
Let's have a look here.
Picks up the ball from Anton, turns his man.
That perhaps should have been a foul from Fournier, but they let it loose. And that's where his hand struck the face of Mike Ott.
Manny Ott in that situation, Jing. They play quick, trying to get that ball moving again. Maharlika deep in their own half. But compact. Nice little skill from OJ.
Bienvenido Maragnon. Stayed on his feet. Looking to deliver the assist. Clean challenge. And that's the second. Beautifully worked by United City FC, and it all starts with a clean pickup from Manny Ott. Ends up leading to that goal from Bienvenido Maragnon. They're in control now.
Just goes to show, Jing, how important it is to win balls in the opposing team's half. If you can take advantage, that's exactly what you want to do. Win it, create and exploit the opposition, and create a nice, clear goal-scoring opportunity. As we see, the brother connection again. Mike Ott on the right wing. Great pace ball to Maragnon, who slots it into the near post. Not an easy finish, folks.
You see that he has a look over his shoulder. He's not just blasting it into that area. He knows exactly who he's picking out, and he gets it to his target. Bienvenido Maragnon not making any mistakes from the near post.
2-0 now as we're in the approaching 20th minute mark.
Shraki able to avoid Peso, who gets a yellow card for his trouble. We're being treated to some spectacular football from United City.
As expected, Jing. This is arguably the best team in Southeast Asia, as you said. And they know what's at stake. They're trying to play in that AFC Champions League next year.
They've been on the cusp of Champions League football over the last 2 years. They just haven't been able to make it into the group stage. This year's champion will get a direct slot to a place they have been trying to reach for quite some time.
Which is monumental for Philippine football, Gene, if you think about it. Monumental.
Going to be up against teams from Japan, Australia,
Great exposure for Filipino football. Great exposure. Playing at the highest level, Jing. That's the highest level possible in Asia.
That's right. And here we see the possession statistics, 74-26. But whatever possession Maharlika have had, they've been in these sorts of territories. And when you're in this kind of position, Nate, when you're forced to defend, you gotta think that that takes a lot more out of the gas tank than it does passing the ball around.
Yeah, it's very, very frustrating chasing that ball. That's why they say, you know, if you have that ball, you're in a favor. It's no fun running around chasing that ball. And when you, by the time you get on that ball, you're so exhausted from chasing, your decision and thought making isn't as clear. Look at that pass.
Maniot had that one blocked. Sean Kane, look how advanced he is already up on this pitch. UCFC, just a reminder, is playing 3 at the back, but their 2 other center backs are so pushed up here.
If you're Maharlika FC, you do not want to give up another goal. This is why they are so deep. They know how dangerous United City FC is, and there's so much respect, as it's already 2-0, Jing, in only the 21st minute.
Shrocky's playing as center back at the moment. Now Porteria.
As you hear the voice from injured player Serge Keo, who unfortunately injured his leg in that first match. He's trying to coach his team as he's watching, wishing he was desperately out on the field to help them.
Charlie Beaton, unable to recover there. No look from Porteria. Oof! Just wide from Mike Ott.
They're just having fun. You can see it. The creativity and expression is just coming out to life. Have a look. Oh, the confidence. That's a tidy pass too. It's so tight in there, Jing. Mike got unable to connect and get his brace. Could easily have been 3-0 there, Jing.
At the halfway point, United City FC are starting to pick up some steam here, which is a scary proposition for Maharlika Manila.
When they smell blood, they don't stop, Jing. They love to score goals, and so many capability, quality players on the field that can score at any moment of the game.
And they ran up the scoreline against Mendiola. Benvenido Marañón, the man on your screen, with a first half hat trick. He's already got one in this half. And here, a bit of respite for Maharlika. A chance for them to breathe and venture to a part of the field where it almost seems like a strange and foreign land at this point. They haven't been here in a while.
Yeah, they pick up possession right at around midfield. They've got to be frustrated, looking for some type of answers and response to this 2-0 early lead. As they are dispossessed, United City FC, picks up the ball, and they will regain possession again.
Maharlika was thinking about pressuring a little bit inside UCFC's half. They are still staying up.
OJ asking for that ball with a beautiful delivery from Taka.
The first touch was crisp too from Porteria. That one blasted away by David Bassa. And that's the danger. You start to press high a little bit. They invite you into their own half, and they just ping that ball so quickly over to the wing. Porteria finding all kinds of room.
Easily one of the most technical and smartest player, Taka Ottawa. He can fill in any role, and you see his quality every time he's on the ball. He's just so smart. He's constantly thinking, knows what's happening next, how to continue to progress his team as they look to attack and get another goal.
Again, one of those players that hasn't been getting a lot of limelight. Doesn't often find himself on the score sheet, but boy, does he play a huge role for this UCFC side. They're going to
spread the play. Life here.
Libre giving chase. That's Dutosme who's looking to shield that ball out.
I don't understand why MJ Libby's turning around. You got to stay there and press and try to not let them out, but they decide to fall back, and Sean Kane is now on the ball.
Bit of a half-hearted press here from Maharlika. They're showing inside the opposition half, but they're really not pressuring the ball. Very patient here from UCFC. Now they found their way into the opposition half. Kane. Now it's becoming a passing exercise here for UCFC.
They'll gladly just hold on to possession. They do have a 2-0 lead.
All of a sudden they spring forward through Lopez Mendy. Didn't make the connection. But it's almost as if they lull you to sleep before they spring into an attack.
They dictate the tempo, Jing. Not only do they possess the ball so well, but they break the lines of the opposition, causing so much threat as they approach the attacking half.
It was going so well for Maharlika in the first 12 minutes, Nate, and now they found themselves conceding a first goal and then a second. What do you want to see here from Maharlika Manila?
Well, I would like to see them try and get control of the midfield. It's an easier said job to do, but as you can tell, there's complete domination in the middle of the field from the quality of the likes of Bienbe Marañon, Manuelat, and Stefan Schruck, just controlling and dictating the tempo of the play. If they have that control, you know, the game is in their hand, and they'll gladly continue to do so. Let's have a look at the replay here.
Certainly have a formidable target man up top in Gary Epeso. Getting entangled with Stefan Schrock, and here's an opportunity to perhaps test Anthony Pintus.
I don't think he has touched the ball yet.
No, you're probably right in that, yeah. It's a new kind of challenge for Anthony Pintus.
Slow and quiet game. Nothing more exciting to me would be for a nice free kick goal to spark in the game up.
Yeah.
Set pieces are so crucial, Jing. You have to take advantage. This is an opportunity right here. If they can make the most of it and get an attempt.
Beaton's delivery, it's a deep one. Epeso gets his head to it. That's promising from Maharlika Manila.
Not too much threat for Anthony Pinterest as he watches it goes wide, but like I said, it just goes to show how a set piece can be threatening.
Takashi Odawara, unbelievable accuracy once more from him. Let's have a look here from the set piece.
Charlie on the ball whips it into the back post as he elevates and just unable to hit the frame on that header. Good attempt from the striker.
Tuason alert to the flick.
He's all alone now, Jing.
Epeso needing to slow things down to get some support. It's good hold-up play.
Very good hold-up play.
And that's disappointing from Anton Del Rosario. He's going to want that one back.
As I said, Jing, when you're constantly chasing the ball, once you get on it, your decision and thought isn't the same because you don't see the ball. So when you have it, you know, you have to take care of it and make sure you can get some type of rhythm and possession with your team. Even if you are playing a deep counter-attack style football like we are watching. 200 completed passes from the new United City FC squad.
Only 30 minutes in. It's got to be some sort of record.
That's a phenomenal stat. And to all of the children, young footballers watching, just goes to show how accurate the passing is of United City FC and why it's so crucial to play as simply and quickly as possible when you're playing team football like they play.
Jerry Barbaso getting a yellow card for his challenge. He was remonstrating with Meliton Pilar, saying it was his first foul of the contest. I might have an argument there. Let's have a look here.
Menegishi on the ball on that left side. Plays Mindy at his feet. It's a tight call. Anyhow, it's a free kick for United City FC. Stefan Schrock on the ball.
Maharlika able to stop the bleeding after conceding 2 in quick succession. Another dangerous moment here to deal with. They tried to work something from the training ground earlier on, playing it short to Porteria. That didn't pan out. Now let's have a look what they have up their sleeve. Shraki going direct.
Wow.
That one hitting the crossbar. Bandek and Fong called into action.
Not an easy technique to do here, Jing. Have a look. He steps and just whips it with the inside of his foot, but with pace, finding that crossbar, creating some difficulty for Bendekin.
He's got to be alert here, and you see he gets his hand to it, and he gets it onto the crossbar and out for a corner kick.
Man, has he been busy these first 30 minutes, Jing.
Play to the edge of the box. Porteria is waiting. And now a chance to run.
MJ Libre with time and space opts to come back.
Steps on the brakes, then accelerates once more, but runs into a bit of trouble.
You can see the exhaustion of the guy. He's now making his way back to the right side of the field as he tried to break free on this left side.
Marañón once again dropping deep to get involved in the play. You can look at their formation at the beginning of the game, but really they don't play with fixed positions, United City.
It's a free-flowing attack style play, giving the team freedom to express and play how they like. It's a beautiful thing to see when you have the quality like that and everyone's connecting on the same page.
Of course, there's a lot of intelligence involved in having this sort of style because you have to fill in the spaces that are being left behind by your teammates. Manny Ott never seems in a hurry.
Cool, composed.
Schrock finding the run.
Nice little pass there.
Real opportunity here, and that's a great stop.
Great point blank save from Bendekin again, keeping this scoreline at 2-0.
Stefan Schrock takes it away, running at the keeper. Chance here for Stefan Schrock. Unbelievable.
Showing his dominance. Will be happy to get on the score sheet. Just driving, completely taking over that play.
First goal of the tournament for the captain of UCFC.
He's a goal scorer. He hasn't got on the score sheet yet as we take a look. Skips one, skips two, gets the shot. It's deflected by Yohika, which just goes over Bendekin. Stefan Schrock was my first roommate when I first joined the Philippine national team. We were roommates there in Sri Lanka and Manila. It was a great experience getting to know the guy as I just wanted to soak up as much as I could. I asked him so many questions. I asked him, who's the best player you played with, Jing? And he mentioned when he was with the youth national team of Germany, he mentioned a guy by the name of Cesc Fabregas, who just dominated play. He said when the German played Spain in that match, 1 and 2 touch, he said he didn't lose the ball. He was so impressed.
And that's kind of the level that Stefan Schrock is cut from. Played at the highest level in Germany. And it's kind of a treat. In fact, it's a real treat for all of us to see him here in the Philippines, plying his trade at the top level.
Not just applying his trade, but getting involved in the community in multiple ways, Jing. He's really stamped his name here in Philippine football, not just as a player, but as really wanting to develop and grow the sport on a long-term basis, which is what you want to see from your national team players when they come over to the country. You want to see them get involved in the game and the local community. You don't want to see them just come and play, you know, and there's so much to learn from a developing country here in the Philippines. It's nice to see them get involved and give back to the game and really just try and grow it the best way that they know from their experiences.
Anthony Pintas getting involved in the game. Made a long run out to get involved. And 10 minutes remaining in this opening half. United City have a firm grip on the game so far. Kane not happy with what he saw in front of him.
Marañón deep to pick up the ball in midfield.
Kane's got room to run into. Gets it to Ott. Accelerates all of a sudden.
Just
Marañón.
wave.
Real opportunity for the Spaniard, and that's over.
Just wave after wave after wave of attack. Easily could have been a 4-0 lead there for the Spaniard, as he knows he should have put that away.
It was just moments ago he was picking up the ball at the center circle, and all of a sudden he drifts and finds himself in the danger zone.
That's that freedom and expression and liberty to move. As we see, he goes right, opts for a power shot that's just unable to get over that ball to keep it on frame. Goes over the frame.
Tuason room to run. A chance here. Montalibano, and it is offside. No whistle blown.
Wow, what just happened there?
Flag was up on the far side, but Meliton Pelayo overruled his assistant, it seems.
Ottawa smart to notice the offside, but didn't listen to the whistle and kept playing. He stopped playing, which gave Montalibano
an opportunity. A slight opening. A bit of a change as well from Maharlika, as Montalibano is finding himself in a more advanced position. Gary Peso has dropped in a little bit more.
You always want to play the whistle. Wait until you hear that whistle. You keep playing until you hear that whistle.
Montalibano doing the right thing and getting a attempt for Maharlika, their first of the match.
That would have changed things, Jing. He easily could have driven to goal one-on-one there. I think he was a bit surprised on how much time and space he had.
Minigishi. Love the
Just
exchange.
love this one-touch football here.
Lopez Mendy skying that effort.
It's just so difficult, Jing, to defend when a team is playing one-touch football like that. Just here's the attempt. As we see, he's aiming for offside, but the ref doesn't blow his whistle, and he's able to get a good shot on target.
And he stops there because he glances over and he sees the flag is up.
Exactly.
But the whistle was never blown.
This is not good. 4 versus 2.
There it is. Lopez Mendy over to OJ Porteri, and you simply don't miss from there. 4-0 to UCFC.
Nothing but frustration from the Maharlika side as United City FC continues to rein in on the goals here. As we have a take a look, coming from a throw-in, just shows how important that is. Taken quickly, completely catching the defense off guard with the quick play from a throw-in, catching them in a 4 versus 2 situation. They know what to do with that.
They got caught in a similar position as Takashi Odawara in that they didn't play to the whistle there.
Very smart play from Menegeshi to take advantage. He noticed the defense was not set up.
And Maharlika Manila now in danger of a blowout here against United City. One potentially worse than what was dished out to Mindiola 3 days ago. That one finished 6-0 in favor of UCFC. There are already 2/3 there. And there you have it. Just a bit of a recap. Mike Ott opening the scoring. Marañón getting involved. Stefan Schrock as well. And now OJ Porteria as well. 4 different goal scorers. And still 5 minutes to go in this opening period. Minigishi running at Libre. Finds Stefan Schrock, who's looking to knock it in behind Anton Del Rosario. The two have been talking it up on social media prior to this contest.
They opt to play quick on the corner. Get it back and play quickly. Minigishi on the ball.
Delivery for Lopez Mendy. And that would have been a second goal for the Senegalese striker.
We're going to have to take a look for that offside. It must have been tight, but great play from Lopez Mendy to direct that header on frame, get over it.
And here
nice
we have
little
it.
skill from Minigishi as he crosses it to the back post. Clearly offside Mendy, but doing well to get that header on frame.
Fornea, they're under pressure here. Finds an outlet. A little bit better there from Maharlika.
First touch. Picks up the ball. Mendy at the top of the 18. Ooh!
Rule on the left side.
My goodness. The deception of that touch, Jing, is what you need to see. Wow. Gotta love when you see stuff like that. You make him think you want to go one way and just cut back to the opposite side. Strikes it with his weaker foot, but makes a great save, Bendekin.
Robert Lopez Mendy, such quick feet. Now UCFC building once more.
Look at the pass. Finding that space. Heavy first touch from the Virginia native.
When you watch it being done by Takashi Odawara, these long balls look so easy to do. At Minigishi. Cleared away by Yuhiko. It's been a real grind for Maharlika Manila. They've been chasing the ball and chasing shadows for a large part of this opening period.
Schruck on the far side with his hands up, wanting to get that ball swung to his side.
Now the Tosme getting it forward to
What a
Bienvenido
touch.
Marañón.
What a touch. Taking it out of the air like that, Jing. The concentration.
Odawara has a look up. Sean Kane is there. Porteria now looking to run at Charlie Beaton. Here they come.
Ott keeping it in play.
Runs into a bit of trouble there.
Kane asking for that pass. Mike Ott unable to get the ball off his foot and keep possession of the ball as they turn it over to Maharlika FC deep in their own half.
And trying to find their way out by playing their feet here. Montalibano losing out to Kane. Nutmegged by OJ Porteria.
Play beautifully, guys. Enjoy yourself. Express yourself.
Shraki cutting inside. Reverse ball for Porteria.
Catching Marañón off guard. He wasn't expecting that so quickly. Unable to react. The ball goes wide for a Maharlika FC throw-in. Again, deep inside their own half.
You hear the communication coming from the back line of United City. They're adamant about keeping Maharlika penned in here.
I think the only advantage of not having fans is hearing the communication and dialogue of all of the players. You can constantly hear them talking. It's a great insight for the viewers to see and hear and learn. This is what the top teams do, Jing. Constantly communicating with each other, guiding each other, coaching each other.
Schrock tees up Minigishi. Now
Twason on the ball.
Opportunity to break free. He's looking for the run of Gary Epeso as well. Tracked by Sean Kane.
Maharlika approaching the half of United City FC. Something we haven't seen much of tonight so far.
Just 2 minutes to be added on in this first half. You got to think Maharlika Manila are dreaming of that halftime whistle to blow already. They need a breather, an opportunity to recover and regroup up against a dominant United City.
Sloppy play from Maharlika deep in their half as they weren't able to connect coming out. Body shape was not opened up enough.
Lopez Mendy gets it back to Stefan
What a
Schrock.
turn.
He's looking to set up his teammate there. Outstretched leg, couldn't get a touch. OJ Porteria.
What a turn from the Filipino-German. Johan Cruyff turn, skips his man, tries to connect with OJ Porteria, unable to get to it. Crafty play from the veteran.
Porteria so close to his second of the match. Beyond Maharlika Manila. The target there, Charlie beaten. Frustration starting to set in now.
It's so difficult to stay positive and optimistic in a game like this, Jing. Mentally and psychologically, you're just so many thoughts and emotions are running through your head. You add that with the frustration of not being able to get on the ball.
Room to turn here from Mike Ott. Gets it right back. Ott! Into the hands of Bandek and Fong.
Forcing a save from Bendekin, which was just closing the half. They're holding on to a 4-0 lead. United City FC.
Halftime whistle blown by Meliton Pelayo. And it's been one-way traffic here at the PFF National Training Center. Maharlika Manila eager to test themselves against the very best in the Philippines, and they're getting the full experience right now from United City. 4-0 the scoreline, 4 different goal scorers. The football has been electric from the favorites of the competition, and you can see why they have those tags. It's been breathtaking at times, Nate. Ping the ball with such efficiency. Difficult for Maharlika Manila to have any sort of response. In fact, getting out of their own half has been a real challenge for them. We look forward to how things transpire in the second half, and stay tuned for our halftime challenge. That's coming up in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Philippines Football League, brought to you by Qatar Airways.
Ladies and gentlemen, the half.
Obviously, it's very nice to see them all healthy and happy after 6 months. I'm very, very eager to spend the next days with them as close and as much as possible, with the distancing, of course. No, I'm very happy to be back, and feels good. We left Germany around the end of May, and then I was able, since in Germany football was allowed already, I was able to train and keep myself fit with several teams, several coaches. And I think I'm game ready, so if it's up to me, we start tomorrow. It's not a big deal for us. We train, we do the best out of the format we can, and then aim for the title as we always do. It's a total new concept, total new format, newly formed club, but the winning tradition will stay the same.
What a strike It's halftime between Maharlika Manila and United City Football Club, which means it's time for some halftime fun. And today we've got a fantastic challenge on our hands. We've got two representatives from each team, Tristan Robles for UCFC and Carl Amisola from Maharlika Manila. They will be representing fans at home. For Tristan Robles, he's going to be representing K. Altamia. Meanwhile, Amisola will be representing Gerard Pegueña at home. Now, what they need to do is they need to start from the center line, and they will juggle the ball towards the goal line and back. Now, both players will have 1 minute to complete the task. If the ball drops, they will need to restart from the center line or from the end line. All right, so very quickly, you got to juggle all the way to the goal line and back in a minute's time. So we will begin now with what looks like Tristan Robles. And this one to represent K. Altamia, if he's able to complete the challenge, K will be awarded 2,000 pesos cash. So good luck to you, K. And good luck to Tristan Robles. And good luck as well to Carl Amisola of Maharlika and Gerard Pegueña at home. Let's begin. Here we go. Both players are underway. Tristan Robles making more progress, but he drops it, which means Amisola is making his way a little bit more quickly to the goal line. His progress has been halted a little bit. Focused a little bit more on keeping it up rather than covering distance. There he is. He's going to make his way to the headline. Carl Amisola needs to make his way back now. Does he have enough time? He's doing a great job keeping that ball in the air, though. Tristan Robles having to restart twice. Here he is. He's getting close. Amisola, can he make it in time? Yes! Carl Amisola has completed the challenge. Gerard Pegueña, 2,000 in your pocket, sir. Congratulations. They both made it. Look at that. Tristan Robles able to cross the line as well. Some paper being won tonight. Both players able to complete the challenge. Each fan walking away with 2,000. Congratulations to K. Altamia and Gerard Pegueña. Your representatives represented tonight. Tristan Robles and Carl Amisola getting it done. Now let's get these fans paid. Well done. Thank you for joining the halftime challenge. That was a lot of fun, and congratulations to our winner. We have second half action when we return. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, I'm Glenn Casas, and I support Louis Casas and the Kaya Iloilo FC. Support local football.
Hi, my name is David Abella. I support Christian Rontini of the Ascals Development Team. Please support local football.
I'm Nick Jacob, and I support Jason Panay and Kaya FC. Support local football.
Hi, I'm Clyde. I support Christian Rontini of ADT. Support local football.
Hi, this is Al Joseph Tagakay. I support Jarvi Gayoso from Ascal's Development Team, and yes, support local league.
Hi, this is Asia Cabanlong, and I support Stefan Schrock of the United City FC. Support local football.
Hi, I am Jose David V. Diaz. I support Eric Galiantes of the Ascals Development Team. Support local football.
I am Luke Trasporto and I support Joven Bedic and Kaya FC Iloilo. Support local football. Una, Kaya.
I am Zandro. I support Seven Shock and United City FC. Support local football.
I'm Pancho Dizon and I support Joven Bedic at Kaya Football Club. Support local football.
I am Kay Irene Bernal and I support Nelson Manangan Gasik from Stallion Laguna FC. Laban Manong.
I am Romel Lago and I support Joven Bidek and Kaya Football Club Iloilo. Una, Kaya!
I am June Ayan Didel and I support Anton Del Rosario and Maharlika Manila FC. Support local football.
Hello, I am MJ Kapalar and I support ASCO's development team. Support local football. More power, PFL. Peace.
Kickoff looming here at the PFF National Training Center between United City FC, who are in command and control, against Maharlika Manila, who are looking for a way back in this game. Jing Hamlang and Nate Berkey calling the action for you here as we take a look at some of the halftime statistics.
Complete domination for United City FC. We have 16 shots versus 2 for Maharlika. 8 shots on target versus 1. 3 corners for United FC. 74% of possession. 3 offsides call for them. Maharlika Manila with 1. 5 fouls committed by Maharlika. 3 by United FC. 2 yellow cards given to Maharlika FC. 0 for United and 0 red cards.
And if you perhaps had that statistic, which we don't, but we can share it with the viewers, that they spent most of the time inside the half of Maharlika Manila. They've barely spent any time inside their own half, and now let's enjoy some of their handiwork, Nate.
Yeah, this is the first goal. Tidy finish from Mike Gott. Great sequence from United City FC as they move that ball with ease, finding the players. First touch is on point, picks out his corner. Nice finish to open up the match.
As you can see, the play built up so nicely for UCFC. Such clinical execution for them. And that really set the tone. They scored early. Maniot, I wish you could have seen that tackle to win the possession back as well. That was beautifully done from them.
Picks out his brother. Finds a nice pass to Marañon, near post, inside of the foot finish, tucking it away easily. Shrocky's goal, dribbling through, complete domination. Gets a deflection, but a well-deserved goal.
And that's where we stand as of the moment. You're watching the Philippines Football League, brought to you by Qatar Airways. And this match, under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusement Board. And we appreciate everybody who's been sending in their love. Although the fans can't be in stadium right now, we appreciate the videos you've been showing and sending our way. And we're trying to incorporate them in the broadcast, so continue to send them over to the Philippines Football League Facebook page. And it'll be a great way to show your love and support to your favorite teams here in the PFL. Substitution, as we see Ortiz checking in for Bendek and Fong. So that's a bit of a surprise. A goalkeeping change for Maharlika Manila, getting Enrique Ortiz some crucial minutes here. You'd expect that it's going to be a busy 45 minutes for him if the first half was any indication.
Yeah, clearly Roxy Dolar's not happy with what he saw from Bendeken, who was under an immense amount of pressure. Decides to bring in the fresh goalkeeper, maybe change things a bit here, Jing, as they approach the second half.
And that's not how you want to start things off. Barbaso, not on the same wavelength there as Anton Del Rosario. They lose it. And it's going to be interesting to see how much time UCFC needs to settle back into the rhythm they were in that opening period.
Let's see if Maharlika can salvage some pride here as they go into the second half. Can they get some type of opportunities, create any kind of chances, maybe a free kick, a corner kick, make advantage and get on the score sheet to liven up this game and show some pride that they still have some fight and dig in them.
Roxy Dorles made some key adjustments in the win against Stallion Laguna in their last outing. What kind of adjustments would you like to see from him here, Nate, in the second half? adjustments here for Maharlika Manila as they face a tough UCFC here in the second half.
Yeah, it's a tough tactical coaching from Coach Roxy Dawes as he went into the half. 4-0 down, not how you wanted to start that half, but what I'd like to see them is press a bit more as a group. They're good in getting behind the ball, but as you notice, they are not pressing as a group, getting numbers around the ball, closing down spaces as a group. As a group, and disrupt the play, because right now it's just too easy for United City FC.
That Rosario looking to find Gary Epeso. That's poked away. Porteria now, room to work on the right flank. It's driven into Mike Ott.
Nice little flick there from Lopez Mendy as Menegishi goes down, appealing for a foul.
MJ Libre didn't know Stefan Schrock was in behind. Offside flag has been raised and the players of Maharlika have a point. How could it be offside if it was Stefan Schrock who touched the ball away?
That is absolutely correct. It seems to be an error. Play goes on.
And what an error it was, because Montelibano was through on goal.
That is true. Could have been a breakaway easily, Jing.
Bullet dodge there for UCFC and Stefan Schrock.
Stefan Schrock even admitted he was wrong in that situation and the play should have kept going.
What a moment for Maharlika. Man from Congo, unable to control that. Gary Epeso. Now Bienvenido Marañón finds Stefan Schrock. He's been clipped on a few occasions there. Play still alive, Menegishi. And that's a tap-in for Robert Lopez Mendy to make it 5-0 for United City.
I don't know about that one, Jing. I feel like Shrocky's tackle here interfered in the play. Easily could have been a foul on him. Nonetheless, we have a goal here again. Let's have a look at this replay. As we see, Shrocky on the ball. Goes to his left. As we see, he goes down, interferes clearly, but Menegishi picks up the ball. Lopez Mendy, left-footed one-time finish. He knows what to do when he's in that situation, Jing.
Three minutes was all it took for United City to reopen the scoring here in the second half.
Are you surprised that Roxy Dawes didn't make a field sub for his side as they went down 4-0 in that first half? What do you think about that?
A little bit. You think that there would be some sort of adjustment on his side, but clearly he feels the personnel is correct. Perhaps just the shape needs to be adjusted.
Got a lot of youngsters on both sides of this field who will be eager to get on the field and make their mark, as it's now a 5-0 lead for United City FC. Many players to look out for on both sides of the bench.
And you wonder at what point both coaches are going to start exploring their options.
As we see a little bit of laughter from Anton and Stefan Schrock as Anton tried to be clever with the nutmeg salad pana. Shocky laughing his way as, not today, sir, not today.
They've been trading jibes at each other online. You'd think that if Anton was able to nutmeg Shrocky, he'd get some sort of silver lining out of this match.
You know, Jing, regardless of the score, 5-0, this is a great learning lesson for the side as they were tested. They knew they would be tested. Let's hope that they can take this match and learn as much as they can and grow as they continue playing. There's still plenty of games to be played. As I said, it's a great learning match for them. Great test.
Again, so confident here from United City. You see that all the way back to the goalkeeper. They know how to pass their way out of trouble.
That is a great pass from the left back. Datusme finding Mende, whose touches just get him out of bounds. We have a goal kick coming in for Maharlika FC.
Well shepherded out there by the captain, Jerry Barbaso. Of course, a real veteran at this level. He's one of the more experienced heads here for Maharlika Manila. Jerry Barbaso, a long-time servant of now defunct Global FC. They won championships and played in the AFC Cup. So Jerry Barbaso is one of those players. He's got a lot to pass on to his teammates.
Kane reads it well, but drops it to no one in midfield. We have a long shot.
MJ Libre calling for the ball on the right flank. Jose Montelibano had a rush of blood there. Saw the goal in his sights. Pulled the trigger.
MJ Libre had nothing but time and space on that right flank.
Methodically moving their way forward. Maniot always available. Played quickly by Mike Ott. Over to Stefan Schrock. Return ball. Lopez Mendy over to Schrock. Flag up on the far side. And that saves Maharlika Manila from conceding a sixth.
Let's have a look at the replay here as Mike Ott drives through, finding Mendy for a one-time pass, trying to get it to Stefan Schrock, but unable to time his run as he gets called offsides. But look at the passing technique from Mike Ott there, Jing, outside of the foot, pushing it through into Mendy.
MJ Libre's got room on the right side, pulls the trigger, looking for that top corner. Anthony Pintus.
A little bit of life from the Maharlika FC side as MJ Libre taking full advantage of that opportunity. Unable to hit the frame, but some nice pace on that shot there, Jing.
And now Maharlika being urged to stay high and press here. Back to Anthony Pintus. Looking to switch the play. Minigishi.
Great distribution from Pintus there. Pinpoint Minigishi.
Now Maharlika showing that pressure that we were hoping to see.
That's right, Jing.
But how much do they have in the gas tank? They've been running around chasing the ball for 54 minutes.
As I said, 5-0 down. It's really just about playing for pride and just trying to get back into the match psychologically. Maybe they aren't able to score 5 goals, but it's that pride, Jing. You're losing 5-0, but you still got to play football. There's still football played. We have plenty of time in the second half as things open up. You want to see that response. It's as a coach, you want to see that response from Maharlika FC. Are they going to fold and give up their hand, or are they going to fight with their backs against the road, knowing that it's a huge hill to climb, but can they still go out there and try and play some decent football and, you know, show some decent play here?
Foul given up. The toss may getting a little bit too tight to Montelibano. Epeso giving chase here. Can he save it? It's just stayed inside. No.
As we have a throw in deep in the United City FC half. Maharlika staying high, trying to press them in that corner.
We'll see how UCFC deals with this challenge from Maharlika.
Great step from the veteran.
And now this is where it becomes a little bit troublesome. When you press high, you have to deal with the counter. They've done well there. David Bassa able to thwart the danger. Taken away. Stefan Schrock called for the foul. Jose Montelibano has been lively for Maharlika Manila. One of the bright spots for them.
Time and space for Anton Del Rosario.
Looking for the run of Yannick Tuason.
That's a nice touch there, Jing.
Ball into the box there, and that's one of the more promising moments for Maharlika, just beyond Montelibano.
Some decent play from the new side, Maharlika FC, showing just their capability of playing good football.
Quick pass into Marañon's got room to turn. Stefan Schrock, space to run into. Minigishi now. Cross is to nobody. It runs all the way to Porteria.
Quick feet from the Virginia native.
And that's a lovely goal to make it 6 for United City FC. Beautiful footwork from OJ Porteria to open things up. And Robert Lopez Mendy tucking it away.
Robert Lopez Mendy doing what he does best, finding the back of the net, one touch finish as he celebrates his injustice for racism all over the world. As we see, tucks it away. Quick feet from OJ as he takes his player on, gets past him, slips it in on the ground, cut back from Mendy. Great play from the United City FC.
It's beautiful stuff here from UCFC.
Robert Lopez Mendy opting to protest and show his sign, his stand on the fight against racism all over the world. You love to see something like that. Me being an American, Jing, I love to see that, considering everything going on back in America, which is translated all over the world. You need people to stand up and speak if they have that platform, and I love to see that. I stand with him. And what do we have here?
Minigishi getting caught there by MJ Libre. Minigishi clipped on the shin.
Things heating up here on the end line closest to us.
Anton Del Rosario trying to rile up his troops. He's really trying to tell his teammates he wants to see some aggression from them.
A lot of yapping here on the pitch. A lot of yapping.
The banter between Shraki and Anton Del Rosario easily heard in a closed stadium.
Another good distribution from the goalkeeper. Heavy touch from Minageshi. Nice turn from OJ to keep possession of that ball.
Now United City slowing things down. And that's a misplaced ball. Charlie Beaton. Well held up.
Nice play from Yohiko. Unable to keep possession, but we have a foul.
Now an opportunity perhaps to threaten this back line, as we're going to see a substitution. Jeremy Thoyer being introduced into the match for MJ Libre, who's just run out of gas here, the man from Tondo.
We're going to take this as a learning lesson from the young lad, playing against the top side in Southeast Asia. Difficult night for him, considering the performance from his last match. But as I said, a game like this is only going to benefit him, as it's just a learning lesson for him, showing exactly what it takes to play at that level.
The man replacing him, Jeremy Thoyer, scored the winner in their first win as a professional club. He's going to see if he has the capability, Nate, to make a contribution here.
Yeah, this is where Maharlika FC need to take advantage of these situations. Free kicks, corner kicks. These are all goal-scoring opportunities. As we see, Pint has come out to make a save, but drops it and is able to clear it.
His momentum was going to take him outside of the box. Didn't want to take the risk, dropped the ball, but was able to deal with the trouble. Nowhere to pass for the Tosme, forced to recycle. Now, pressure being shown here by Maharlika, making it a little bit more difficult for United City to express themselves.
Taka doesn't see what he likes, opts to go back to the other side as they swing the ball. Kane now on the ball. They'll gladly just keep possession here, Jing. Not much press from Maharlika. They'll just gladly bring the ball up the field.
Now Maharlika.
Look at Bienbe where he is, just finding the ball in the back there.
He's their third center back right now.
Just goes to show, Jing, that you can find yourself at any part of the field as a positional player, and you have to be able to adapt. The smartest players can adapt into any position.
And the Tosme gets it back to Mike Ott. Stefan Schrock just instructing his teammates that we don't need to be pressured into making any risky passes. If they're not going to press us, we can pass this ball around all day.
6-0 down, 62nd minute. I'd like to see some fresh legs come on, Jing, and bring some life to this match.
Right now, they're just keeping it safe and secure here on the deck. Porteria able to save that. Skips past his man.
Able to retain possession.
How many passes are these, Nate?
445 completed passes as there is another goal sliding in.
Oh.
Lopez Mendy.
Oh my God. How many passes were those that led to that goal? Maybe 30 uninterrupted for UCFC, and they passed it into the net, literally. Unbelievable. Hat trick for Robert Lopez Mendy, capping off a masterclass in passing from UCFC.
Lopez Mendy now on a hat trick as we see the ball get swing wide to OJ. Able to keep the ball and play. Great stuff from the young man. Beats his past one. Keeps possession. Look at the look over the shoulder to see that he has time and space to turn. Ott finds Mike. Look at this interchange of play. A bit of a mistake from the goalkeeper as he misread that, and Lopez Mendy poaching. That's what poachers do. They're in that box just waiting for those one-time finishes.
It's actually already a hat trick for Mendy here, Nate. So 3 from him and 3 in this second half so far from UCFC. Sensational stuff from United City. They're really cruising here, Nate, and they still got plenty of time to up the scoreline.
Yeah, we have a lot of time left here, Jing. A lot of time left.
If you look at our league right now, the top scorers all come from United City, and that's no surprise. Mendy's got 5 so far in the competition, Marañón with 4, and you've got Ott with 3. Mike Ott. Unbelievable. 12 goals between those 3. Oof. Opportunity for OJ Porteria. He fired it into the ground, but it went over.
He didn't hit that the way he wanted to, as you can tell. He's heads down, a bit disappointed. He'd like to get that one again. Let's have a look at that replay. A great feed from Lopez Mendy with the weaker left foot. Lofts it in, as we see. Finds OJ on the back post. Tries to go one touch. Difficult technique to do. Unable to make full contact as he strikes it with his laces, going for a power shot technique.
So UCFC have made a substitution. Jarvis has checked in for Sean Kane, so an opportunity to rest a starter.
That's a great pass there from Fanera.
Thor. Cross left wanting there. Substitution now incoming for Maharlika. We're going to see Anton Del Rosario being substituted as we have Carl Amisola check into the match.
Got some fresh legs coming in. Nothing to lose here. Get players on, let them get a run, let them get a sweat. As he's still yapping as he goes off Anton Del Rosario. He cannot be happy right now, as we can see.
There is the substitution. Carla Misola has already found some success today in the halftime challenge. He's going to be hoping to be able to continue that here. Anton Del Rosario upset as he heads to the bench. First time I believe Anton Del Rosario has been substituted from Maharlika Manila. Played out the first two matches.
Nice entry pass to Mendy.
Fornea taking charge. Jeremy looking for Gary Epeso, who is offside. And Takashi Odawara has been so sharp at keeping that line for Ceres.
Some positive
United City, actually.
Some positive play here. A great entry pass. As you see, he picks it up on the right wing, bends it into the central of field, looking to bend it, and Epeso to get onto it. But unfortunately, doesn't time his run well, and is called offsides.
Lovely exchange to release OJ Porteria. Marañon. Maniot now. He's looking for Stefan Schrock.
Uncharacteristic giveaway, but look how quickly they try and win the ball back, Jing. And now, look where they are.
Minigishi now stings the palms of Ortiz. Marañon. Might be the last play that Bienvenido Marañon is involved. He's going to be substituted in a little while. They've got Angelo Marasigan on deck. Lopez Mendy offside. And now that substitution can happen now. Angelo Marasigan checking in for the first time in the tournament.
He recently just had his child, so congrats to him and his beautiful girlfriend as they introduced a baby into the world. Most recently, we wish them health and happiness as they are celebrating this new birth of life. He is eager to get on the field, back with the team. Anjo fills in at the right back position.
It seems for the time being they are playing four at the back. Amisola. That's a real problem for them. Amisola gave it up and did not react quickly. They were very nearly punished for an 8th goal by United City.
Fornea closed down. Top of the box for United City FC.
A chance there. Just wide. The attempts keep on coming here for the men in black and gold. Launched forward by Barbaso.
Still 20 minutes to play here, Jing. 20 minutes to play here still.
They're on track to break the double-digit barrier.
What a turn.
Could be a penalty, and it is. Maniot brought down inside the box. A prime opportunity to make it 8. You see Mike Ott here losing out in the discussion. He wants to come off. He's looking at the bench. He wants to get out of here. They won't let me score. He wants to complete his hat trick. Now he's having a conversation with the captain. Instead, they want to get OJ Porteria going. Opportunity here for OJ Porteria to score his 2nd of the game. Buried into the side netting. That's 8 for United City. "20 minutes to go. 2 goals away from making it 10 goals in this match.
As we take a look at the replay, OJ Porteria steps up to the penalty, placing it perfectly into the corner, puts it away.
He's put that in the side netting, Nate. That's close to the post. Lovely stuff. And there we have it. Porteria converting the penalty. Gives him a brace.
Still looking for more, United City FC. They won't stop. They will not stop.
Tosme winning that duel. Lopez Mendy loses his footing and is called for the foul. Now a substitution can take place for UCFC. They're getting set to bring in Tristan Robles in a little while. Shraki playing quickly with Minigishi. He's able to wriggle free from Amisola, and that ball into the box. Saved. And it's an open goal to shoot at. And there it is. That goal that Mike Ott was looking for, he's buried it in open play.
Sloppy play from the Maharlika defense as they're exhausted from this match. Goalkeeper makes an error as he hesitated to come out. Caught in no man's land. Open goal finish for Mike Ott as they cruise into a 9-0 dominating performance. Let's have a look at this replay. As you see, he hesitated. Mendy just slots it back to Mike Ott. He's able to take a touch and just pass it into the net there, Jing.
They're still hungry for more goals. It's an insatiable appetite that they have. So my mistake, Mike Ott not chasing a hat trick. He's got his brace now. Him and OJ Porteria with 2 goals each. You've got the hat trick from Robert Lopez Mendy as well. Benvenido on the score sheet. Stefan Schrock on the score sheet. It's been a masterclass so far from United City. And the scary thing is, they're not finished.
Just the 73rd minute here, Jing. You know they have a lot more in their locker, and they're not stopping.
It's been an unbelievable performance so far from the league favorites.
Putting on a finishing clinical match here tonight, Jing. We've seen it from the start of the match up until now, goal after goal.
It's just a clinic of attacking football, Nate. The goals haven't been forced. Everything has been effortless. Maniot. Porteria. He can fire from distance. He does. He completes the hat trick in style. OJ Porteria makes it 10 for UCFC.
Signature finish from the Virginia native. He loves that in-step drive, the most famous way of shooting and scoring for Pelé. Power shot here, technique. Let's take a look. He's at the top of the box, able to take 2-3 touches. Goalkeeper can't even move as he watches it just fly into the net.
Double digits. This is a special moment.
This is what we call the in-step drive here, Jing. This is how Pelé scored the majority of his goals.
Now substitutions being made in wholesale manner here for UCFC. Arnie Pasinabo checking in. Tristan Robles checking in, as well as Jarel Aristorenas. Mike Ott making way. Stefan Schrock looks like he's making way as well.
Regardless of the scoreline, Jing, it's an opportunity to step onto the field and show your worth and enjoy some touches on this beautiful night. Let's hope that these substitutes can liven it up a bit and get involved. as we see Jeremy pick up the ball at midfield.
It's a lovely opportunity.
That's a great pass with the left foot.
Ball just gets away from Charlie.
A Peso with a great chip pass with the left foot, finding Charlie. Comes out as a corner for Maharlika F.C. I'd like to see them get some organization and try and get a decent attempt on goal here, Jing.
Would be a much needed consolation for them. We've got bodies inside the box. Delivery is close to Pintus and he deals with the danger well. And now the break is on for United City.
From the corner kick, it shows how dangerous they can be.
All the way back to Barbaso.
(10-0) now, Jing, with just 14 minutes to play.
Now, when you look at it on paper, Maharlika Manila, newcomers to this league, and perhaps you're thinking their level isn't that high or isn't up to standard to the level of the Philippines Football League. But we've seen Maharlika Manila play 2 matches already, once against Kaya FC Iloilo, which is a team that are no slouches. They are contenders in the AFC Cup. And of course, they got a win against Stallion Laguna, who is a mainstay at this level. Yet they face United City and they've been absolutely blown away, Nate.
Yes.
That's the level that they're facing right now.
Yes, Jing. They didn't have much time to prepare, as we all know. They weren't able to play any type of friendly matches, so this is, in a sense, a test and friendly match for them. Even though it is a competition, this is the first time for them to play any type of opposition. They know the quality and have seen UCFC several times, but to play against them, it's a totally different story, as we are seeing tonight.
Now UCFC still have 2 games remaining, and they will now leapfrog Kaya FC Iloilo into top spot in the league. They will be up by 2 points, and they still have to play Kaya FC Iloilo in their last outing.
The strength of a Peso, able to get on the ball and win it. Now for Nea.
Vernea finding space on the left wing. Angelo Marasigan alert to the danger.
We have another substitute coming on here, Jing.
We've got Melvin Pitogo checking in to the contest. He'll be replacing Mateo Yuhiko, who has asserted himself decently well on the left side. We'll also have Peter Itaas checking into the match, and he will be taking out Jose Montelibano.
As I said, Jing, all of these substitutes, even though the scoreline is like this, it's still an opportunity for these players to show some life and try and impress and get involved and get inside that starting 11 lineup. You know, every opportunity on the pitch shouldn't be taken for granted, and you need to maximize the most of it, especially if you're a substitute trying to get involved into the first team mix. This is a perfect opportunity for a new player to come on and show their worth and, you know, make an impact, even though the scoreline is the way it is.
It's got to be a daunting prospect, sitting on the sidelines watching United City completely batter your side, and then you'll be called in to play against them. It's certainly an interesting experience that Peter Itaas and his teammate are being thrown into here. But you'd expect it's an experience they are eager to savor. And this is the reason why they're here. Maharlika Manila, a great story of assembling themselves so close to competition time. And a lot of these guys not even getting paid to play. They're doing it for the love of the game, Nate.
Yeah, it's a great story here, Jing. And the league wouldn't be where it is right now if we didn't have this team to complete the 6-team campaign that we have. This is a big learning lesson for them as they just starting their play in Philippine Football League.
And perhaps you're getting a taste of what you want to reach. This is the ceiling as of the moment. The absolute best in the country. Lopez Mendy.
I'm just still so surprised at how much time and space they are finding in behind. I understand it's 10-0. And the life of all of these players is pretty much taken away as we see the body language of all these players. There isn't much life from anyone on the field right now for Maharlika FC, as to be expected. But we would like to see some type of leadership role from someone.
Well, Anton Del Rosario has been pulled out. Perhaps the onus falls now on the shoulders of the captain, Jerry Barbaso. At this point, you're just wishing the final whistle will come if you're on the side of Maharlika Manila.
At this point, Jing, you just got to keep playing, you know? You just keep playing the match regardless of the scoreline. Yes, it's 10-0. Yes, the game is over and you've lost, but you just got to keep playing. You can still learn something here. You can still have some decent play to give you some momentum going into the next matches.
And they still have some tricky matches to come. In fact, 2 games that Maharlika Manila will really savor. 2 games that they feel like they could actually win. They'll be up against Mendiola, and they still have an outing against the Azcals development team.
It's important to finish this match on a positive note, as those next few remaining matches are very, very important for them. As we know, this game will definitely reap their confidence, but it's important they finish strong and on a positive note, as they need that going into those remaining matches. They still have games ahead of them, Jing.
Yep. And let's remember, there's so much on the line in this unprecedented season. Charlie Beaton able to get the ball, and a strong challenge here from Angelo Marasigan, drawing the foul. The champion, as mentioned, getting group stage Champions League spot. Second spot will get you into the qualifiers of the Champions League, and if you don't go all the way through into the group stage, you drop back into the AFC Cup. So that's not a bad situation for second place, but third place gets a spot into the AFC Cup group stage, Nate. So much to fight for. Every place extremely important.
That is correct. For the first time, we will see 3 teams next year represented at the highest level of Asian football. So there's still a lot to play for, as that third slot is very, very appetizing for a team.
In Maharlika Manila, a Cinderella story could be made if they could get that third spot. And it's not outside of the realm of possibility, even though right now
doesn't look feasible.
It doesn't look great. They're 10-0 behind. Jeremy Thoryer picking up a yellow for his troubles. There's going to be a free kick here for United City. A wide position, Maniot over it. And Maniot now looking at his options. Now we've still got 5 minutes and change remaining in this game, and Maniot drifts it just in front of that 6-yard box. Almost an 11th for United City.
They're going to continue to try and find opportunities to score until this game is over, Jing.
He's all alone there. What a chance. Now, the biggest win in PFL history came last year in August. That was with the champion Ceres Negros absolutely smashing Global. That was a 13-0 victory. That's not outside of the realm of possibility here, Nate.
Wow, bicycle kick from Mendy over the bar. That is not out of the possibility, as we have 5 minutes left plus stoppage time. Have a look here, Mania, with the chip pass. Won by Yannick Twassen off the header. And Lopez Mendy set perfectly for a bicycle kick.
Oof.
Creative and ambitious attempt. Unlucky to hit the frame, but nice piece of skill from the goal scorer tonight, Jing.
That would have been on perpetual replay. Slow-mo. That would have been delightful to watch over and over again, but just over from Robert Lopez Mendy. You've also got 3 other goals to choose from today, so you won't be too perturbed by that.
As Pintas collects the long cross, he just plays out to Jarvis.
He hasn't been too involved today, Nate, but when he has been called into action, he's been really solid, Anthony Pintus.
That's correct. He's the only goalkeeper in the league with a clean sheet.
Or still yet to concede. That's in 3 matches already. Goodness me.
His distribution has been solid tonight, Jing. He hasn't made any clear errors.
So right now, as it stands, 17 goals scored, none conceded for United City.
Wow, what a statistic as they're only
3 games in.
3 games in.
Yep. Well, if you're going to score against them, you're going to get the ball off them first. And that has been proving a real difficult challenge, as Maharlika Manila are learning here.
Offside call here. As the game ticks, Jing, we hear nothing but silence as the game has been deflated, but we still have a few minutes left here. Who knows what might happen? Maybe we'll see another goal.
Maharlika will want to avoid being turned into a statistic in the PFL. They've already made their own history by winning against Stallion Laguna. They don't want to be on the wrong end of the biggest blowout in the competition. Now this is a little bit better from Maharlika.
Let's see if they can take advantage. That's a great through pass to Beaton. We have a 3 versus 3 here.
Beaton now looking to attack Jordan Jarvis. Dips his shoulder. Wins a corner kick.
Great play by the young lad as he took his player on. Let's have a look. Gets that space. Picks it up on the right foot. Nice little clever scissors to his left. Good defensive play from Jarvis to keep it out of danger. We have a corner kick coming up for Maharlika FC just as we approach the 88th minute.
Now they're getting numbers inside the box, and why not? Might as well risk it here. Try to score against United City. Spoil their clean sheet.
Yeah, why not? Ambitious effort from outside the box.
And now UCFC are quickly breaking forward. David Basa has stayed forward, and he's been dragged down by Takashi Odawara.
That's a nice play from the veteran as he uses his strength and his body to force a foul at the decent location, deep into the attacking half. He's on the left-footed side. As he's a left-footed player, he'll look to swing that ball in. Again, this is another opportunity if they can take advantage here, Jing. They've had several set pieces tonight. Just haven't been able to convert.
Basa will take the delivery. It's a deep one. He's looking for Gary Epeso. It's well defended and headed back safely into the hands of Pintus. Just wasted no time distributing it and getting this attack started. And Takashi Odawara just applauding the decision of Mendy to slow things down there. No need to force things.
That's a nice timed run from Minageshi there. As you see, he peeled his run.
Skips past 2 defenders. He's looking for support. Offloads it to Maniot. And now Jarvis is getting involved. Marasigan in an advanced position. He's got an ability to put in a good cross, and that one is blocked. And we're entering added time, and there will be an additional 2 minutes to this contest. And if you're looking at the 2 sides and you couldn't see the scoreline, you'd think UCFC is chasing some sort of result. But they're already 10 goals up here. They still got their tails up. We've been paired together on some historic nights here, or historic games, Nate. We saw the first win of Maharlika Manila. Now we're seeing the biggest scoreline in this competition so far.
Being a new team, Jing, they have to learn and take every match as a lesson and what they can do to improve going into the matches proceeding. As I said, they still have games to play, and they are a new side, still learning to play and play against opposition.
And part of the journey as well in joining the league is how do you bounce back from a deflating defeat like this? And we will find out in 3 days' time. Barbaso racing forward. Sola gets it forward to Thoyer. Looking to exploit the space on that right flank. Sola going backwards to Fornea. Ding Dong going for it. It's goal bound and well spotted by Anthony Pintus.
Easy save for Pintus there. Nice effort from Fornea, taking advantage of the space to get that shot on his weaker left foot. Just unable to connect and get that power like he would have wanted.
And United City looking for one last attack in this match. Robert Lopez Mendy has room to work. Still giving 100% commitment to chase that down. Just couldn't get there in time.
Yeah, Jing, you love to see that. It's 10-0 down, and he's racing to get that ball. Doesn't get to it, but just shows the effort and intensity that they try and attack and play with all the way to the end of the match. That's beautiful to see, Jing. It's 10-0, and he's running down the flank trying to get onto that ball.
And that's what separates the elite from the regular contenders. The standards don't drop, and that's the final whistle from Meliton Pelayo. An outstanding performance from United City Football Club. A dominant masterclass as they absolutely hammer the newcomers, Maharlika Manila, 10-0. It finishes after 90 minutes. Hat-trick from Robert Lopez Mendy leading the way for them. Porteria with a hat-trick as well, supplemented with goals with Mike Ott scoring a brace, Marañón scoring one, and Stefan Schrock chipping in with a goal as well. Outstanding from UCFC. Nate Berkey, your thoughts on this match?
Just showing the pure class and quality of United City FC as they have so much experience. Giving a lesson to the Maharlika FC F side. It's a tough match for them. We knew what we were going to expect. Unfortunately for them, it got out of hand early, conceding early with many, many goals. As we take a look back at some of the highlights.
This one, the start of the second half, just 3 minutes in, Minigishi teeing up Robert Lopez Mendy for one of the easier goals he will score in his career.
See, for me, Schrock, he's throwing his body into Barbosa. That's an obstruction foul that the ref didn't call. Ends up a goal for Mendy.
Now, this was one of very few efforts that Maharlika had in this match. They tried their best in the second period, but Anthony Pintus would not be breached. And with a scoreline at 8-0, Mike Ott got in on the action. That was shortly after he was extremely upset about not getting the opportunity to get a chance from the penalty spot. That's how Porteria completed his hat trick. Inside the box, outside the box, 30 plus passes to a goal. We saw a little bit of everything from UCFC. It was just a real treat for everyone involved.
We just saw the dynamic threat of their attack, Jing, and the quality of all of the players who can put the goal in at any minute.
And an absolute treat, Nate, and another fantastic game alongside yourself. Thank you for joining us on this one. And this match, of course, was brought to you by Qatar Airways and under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusement Board. It's 3 games in now into our season here in the 2020 Philippines Football League, brought to you by Qatar Airways. And we still have 2 exciting match days to look forward to, plus an extra one between Mendiola and Stallions. So much to look forward to, but for tonight, that does it for us. 3 exciting matches capped off by this masterclass from United City Football Club. For my partner, Nate Berkey, my name is Jing Hamlang. Thank you for watching the Philippines Football League, brought to you by Qatar Airways.